your first alert traffic with Akievia McFarland. Brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.
Good Tuesday morning, and it's time for a quick check of those roadways, and we're still looking good out there, so it's not going to take us too long to check these out, but we're starting in Northwest Florida this time around. Looking at I-10, this is near Kersey Road, kind of zoomed in a little bit, getting a good view of that message board, and you can see how busy those lanes are. Now later on in the morning, we're going to be checking for eastbound delays in this particular spot, so near mile marker 8 and mile marker 7, that's going to be Pine Forest Road. Often eastbound traffic heading toward Pensacola gets pretty busy, so we're going to be keeping an eye out for that. Over in Baldwin County on the left side of our screen, that's Highway 182 near Highway 181 down in Orange Beach. Smooth ride there if you're going to be getting started. Looks like you'll have the whole road to yourself, and the same goes for US 98 as we get started here near Whispering Pines Road. That is in Daphne. Back here at home, this is our Window Depot of Mobile camera. Checking things out in downtown Mobile, and Water Street starting to pick up a little bit more, but still pretty light in nature. Here are your drive times in Mobile, looking along parts of I-65 and I-10. So far, so good.
Now your first alert traffic with Akievia McFarland. Brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.
Well, we've got more live camera views coming at you as we still are off to a pretty good start. If we get any reports of any slowdowns or any wrecks, we will surely let you know. But right now, we're looking at the left side of our screen. That's I-65 near Moffett Road here in Mobile. The interstate looking pretty good right now. And from what we can see of Moffett, it doesn't look like anything's happening right now. On the right side, we're looking at US 98, just outside the Bankhead Tunnel. All that traffic there coming off of Government Street. Let's check things out on the Bayway and the Causeway, getting a gorgeous view out of our air specialty camera here. Beautiful colors out there over Mobile Bay, and traffic is moving smoothly on both the Bayway and the Causeway with no effects to your drive times right now. To give you a closer look, this is our BLP Mobile Paints camera, and you can see how traffic is moving in and out of Baldwin County here. Here's a quick look at your drive times. Looking west across that Bayway, seeing a normal drive. The same goes heading east, also normal between US 98 between Fort Walton Beach and Navarre.
Coach, that's all for sports.
Now your first alert traffic with Akievia McFarland. Brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.
Good morning. It is time to check on those roadways, and we're still looking good out there. Not seeing any big problems at the moment, but we are still continuing to watch the roads. Here's a look at our all-in credit-in camera, taking a look at Airport Boulevard. I know it's hard to see with that fiery sunrise beginning to form over the downtown Mobile skyline. Absolutely gorgeous, though, if you can take a quick second to look at it. But in the darkness, in that silhouette, we are still seeing traffic picking up along Airport Boulevard, but it's still very light compared to what we're going to be seeing in the next hour or so. So try to get ahead of that if you can. Taking you north, another gorgeous view. This one out of our Wind Creek camera up in Atmore in Escambia County, Alabama. I-65, seeing a little bit more traffic, but this area does tend to stay pretty steady. So looking good. I wish I could just hang out on that all day. Absolutely gorgeous. Taking a quick look at the traffic flow view over in Northwest Florida. No major delays yet, but we will be watching along US 98 throughout the day to see where they pick up. So looking good.
Now your first alert traffic with Akievia McFarland. Brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.
Last check of those roadways before the 7 o'clock hour. I want to go ahead and remind you about those hot spots that we're going to be keeping an eye on as the morning furthers. So on the left side of our screen, we're looking at I-10 near Rangeline Road here in Mobile County. We're going to be watching for eastbound delays here as drivers make their way toward the downtown Mobile area. On the right side, that's the Bayway and the Causeway. A gorgeous view out of that camera, but seeing heavy traffic making its way westbound right now, a little bit heavier than what we're seeing heading east. We're going to be watching for delays at the Wallace Tunnel there as well. Typically, the Causeway is always pretty nice. Checking things out over in Northwest Florida too. This is I-10 near Kersey Road, just a bit east of Florida Highway 297. Traffic heading eastbound, you can see here getting heavy already, so we're going to be watching for eastbound delays here as well near mile marker 8 and mile marker 7. That's near Pine Forest Road. Let's go ahead and get into your drive times now. These are for my friends waking up over in Mississippi. So far, so good.
Now your first alert traffic with Akievia McFarland. Brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.
All right, we are checking out the traffic on this Tuesday morning.
Well, we're not looking too bad right now, Devin. Now, earlier this morning, we were seeing problems kind of littered about in Mobile County, but a lot of those have cleared up. But we're going to start off looking at our traffic flow view in Baldwin and Northwest Florida to see those delays that are still lingering about. So in Baldwin County, right here along Scenic Highway 98 in the Barnwell community, we are seeing speeds down to about 15 miles per hour for drivers making their way east. Right here, 10 to 15 miles per hour. Over in Northwest Florida along the interstate, interstate. Still seeing speeds dip down to about 45 miles per hour on I-10 eastbound heading toward I-110 south. That doesn't look like that lasts very long though. Also Highway 29, parts of Mobile Highway as well, seeing some spotty delays. Going to bring you back here closer to home now. We were seeing slowdowns for a while this morning due to a disabled tractor trailer right here in front of the Wallace Tunnel, but that has cleared, and now that traffic is moving, as you can see on our window depot of Mobile camera. A smooth ride as well down on Water Street. We'll have a look at more of those road conditions in just a few minutes.
Now your first alert traffic with Akievia McFarland. Brought to you by Green and Phillips Injury Lawyers.
Last check of your morning roadway. Still not looking too bad out there if you're going to be hitting the road anytime soon. Right now we're looking at I-10 near Scenic Highway over in Northwest Florida. Both the interstate and Scenic Highway looking good in this view. Taking you on over to Okaloosa County, looking at our Fort Walton Beach camera. Things looking smooth along US 98 as well. This is Miracle Strip Parkway. Delays often stay light during the mornings. It's the early afternoon and evening hours where you need to keep an eye out for those westbound delays if you're going to be heading between Fort Walton Beach and Gulf Breeze. Hear how things are looking over in Baldwin County, looking at I-10 near Highway 59 in Loxley, and also US 98 near Whispering Pines Road in Daphne. No complaints there. Here's a quick look at your drive times here in Mobile County, looking along parts of I-65 and I-10. So far, so good.
You're watching WKRG News 5, local coverage you can count on. With Devin Walsh, meteorologist Caroline Carithers, and Akievia McFarland traffic. This is WKRG News 5 at 9.
Welcome back to WKRG News 5 at 9. A lot of us Google a lot of things all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So today we're going to look at some of the top trending Google searches for What would we do without Google?
I know.
I'd be lost.
I'm thinking back to when, because we were the last generation really that didn't grow up Googling.
Yeah, not when we were really little.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
I don't
amazing.
know. I'd be lost about it now.
All right, so if we're going to Google the forecast, we'd find that it's going to warm up a little bit today.
You don't have to Google it because
There
I'm
you
right here
go.
to give it to you. We're in the 40s and 50s right now, 51 degrees in Mobile. And throughout the day today, we'll actually warm up to close to average, near 60 degrees. It'll be a really nice afternoon for us.
All right, thank you so much for joining us today for WKRG News 5 at 9.
See you back here at noon.
Sky 5 drone footage is brought to you by Eastern Shore Hyundai.